Hello, all you magical people. Welcome to Unscripted with Amy Kruzic. And this is where I ask my guest a question and we chat about it. And you never know where it's going to go. So let's welcome my next guest, Claus Regli. Come on in. Hey, Klaus.
Woo!
Woo! You get
Thank-
the hand clapping.
Yeah,
Yes. Thank you so much for being a guest.
thank you for having me on.
Yeah. And I know you were on a healing show and your music, one of the healing shows on Talking Stick.
Yeah,
And you played your music and it was just so beautiful.
thank
Just so
you.
beautiful. And it's down below. Anybody who ever wants to listen to it. And your chakra healing is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm like, I gotta have this guy on. Let's have some fun today. Let's see where
Yeah,
this takes us, right? Who
yeah.
knows? Maybe Klaus will sing for us. Yeah. Okay, so here's my little box of questions, and I'm gonna pull one for you. And let's just see. I'm not gonna look at it. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. What did you want to be growing up?
What did I want to be growing up?
Yeah.
Hmm,
You think
I
about it.
think, yeah, well, something about music. But having said that, later on, I must have been in my 22, 23 years old. A
Yeah.
music friend of mine from Denmark who also moved to London. I was living in London at the time. And we were out, and he said, well, if it wasn't music, what would it be?
Ah,
And,
yeah.
and immediately I said, I want to be a magician.
A magician.
Not in the circuit in that sense, but sort
Right.
of. And I think that's actually closer to
To what you
my
do. You
yeah
do
to
magic.
where to where things end up. I like magic.
Yeah. What do you like
Life,
about
life is,
magic?
well, I think life is magical when you
Yeah.
want it to be. If
Yes.
you uh, if you work on manifestations, that's obviously different techniques, and uh, that's the secret. But I don't really use that because you can manifest things that might sort of get in the way of other people's lives and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I always put at the end for the highest good and for
For the
everybody
highest good. Wow.
on a kind of when you not pray but when you want to. So
Mhm.
that's kind of like a safety valve. So things go according to universe plan.
Yeah. Wow, I just love this because I start my show with magical people. Hi, all you magical people, because I just feel everybody has a magical thing about them. Like I don't know, like I see your postings and you find these magical rocks and these magical seashells, and they just come through the pictures.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks.
I don't know. I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, I love nature,
Mhm.
and I want to walk out there, as you know from my Facebook
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
Loads of flowers and bees and little things I find and that I just
Yeah.
think looks great that probably nobody would see.
Exactly right. Don't our eyes pick that up? It's almost like I can pick up feathers when I'm not really looking, but when I look down, it's like, oh wow, there's a feather. And I found this little tiny one the other day, and it was like, how'd I pick that up? It's like
Yeah,
blended with what it was laying on. It's like, whoa. Like I find those little things magical.
yeah, it's all out there, and also I like cloud gazing. It's great to
Cloud
see what
gazing.
kind of just lie there and think, oh, well, even when you
Yes.
walk out there, you look up and think, oh, that looks a bit like. But when they're drifting, you have to be really quick to take the picture because it changes really quick.
It
So you're
does
like,
change.
whoa.
It does change really quick. Oh my goodness. I love that. You wanted to be a magician,
But a
but
white
not
magician, not a black magician, a
no,
white
no, no.
magician.
A white of course. Yeah, no, no. I know. Do you like illusion? Do you like those illusionist magicians?
It's sometimes I
Like,
think, how the hell do you do? How
how
do they
how do
do?
they do it?
I'm
Yeah,
just like, what?
they're fast with what they do. They're fast. I forget, who is that famous one? David Copperfield?
Yeah, he's one of them, the
He's
big
one of
ones.
them. He's a big one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he fills out arenas. I think he actually went to London at the time, then in the 90s when I was there for
Did he really?
not fill up the Wembley Arena, if I remember correctly.
Wow. I've never seen a magician live.
No, neither have I.
I've not seen that. I've seen, which these people are magical to me too, these Cirque du Soleil
Yeah, I know from Canada.
they're contortionists? Yeah, well,
I think it's from Canada. They're
is
based.
it?
Did they do something Beatles? I think a show with the whole
Hmm.
Beatles. It's out on DVD or something.
Oh, I don't know. But there's these people that you just watch them contort themselves and they swing and through the
Yeah.
air and it's like,
Whoa.
whoa, how did you just fit in that little cage? I don't know. You know? Yeah, it's wow, you just find it everywhere. You find it
Yeah.
everywhere. What else do you like to where else I know you go in nature and you go to the
Yeah.
ocean and you found these beautiful stones. Can you show us some of them? I know
Uh,
we asked you about
this is kind of funny one. It looks. Let me see. How do I do that? Because everything is
oh,
mirrored
yeah,
here.
the face. I
So
see the
if I
face.
move one
I
way,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Oh, I
that's a
see it.
laughing one.
Whoa. I mean, that's amazing that nature does that.
I don't know whether this is gonna come through on the screen really well.
Hmm.
Can you see it? Two eyes and some mouth here. Nose in the middle.
Oh, nose in the middle. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
And then I found this. Well, I'll leave the white one to the end. But
Oh, yeah.
that's
That
that's obviously some sort of creature that binds itself to the stone. But
exactly.
it looks like completely like a white angel. So I had to carry that home.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, and I think it
And
wants to be home with you.
yeah, and then there's this one. It's
Well,
got a
Klaus and I love Snoopy.
yeah.
Snoopy, and you and yes, I can see Snoopy. I can see Snoopy's
Yeah, you got the
outline of
ears.
his head and
Yeah,
his ear. Yes, I'm seeing it now.
and then you
And
got
his
the
ear.
nose at the front there, a little bit of black.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And I found a bigger one. I haven't got it here. And it was on the way out on the walking, so I left them there and made sure I knew where they were and
Yeah.
carried when I got back because I had to carry them
Yeah, you
for
had to carry
45 minutes
I know.
before back
I
to my
know.
car. But
Yeah.
they're now in my home. I think they
Yeah.
sort of called me. I
Oh, they
had to
did.
have them.
Yes, yes, I think so, I think so. I always carry a little bag with me because I never know what I'm gonna find, you know? So,
Yeah,
um, it's so cool because your posts I just love your posts too. Of course, the Snoopy
thanks.
posts are great. I mean, it takes me back to a time in my elementary years, you
Okay,
know?
yeah, because it's
I don't know if you guys did this, but we used to make Valentine boxes in for Valentine's Day, and I made a Snoopy one. I made a Snoopy Valentine's box. You know, I remember 5th grade, and I just love them. I just love them.
oh
They're
yeah,
just so sweet.
I've got a saying that what is it? A Snoopy a day keeps the gloom away.
And I appreciate you posting them every day
Yeah,
because I
that's one
read
of them.
them. I read them. And I shouted you out on one of my other shows about cars. You post these cars that are
That's correct.
dope.
Uh, it,
What is about this what is it?
it's it's kind of weird because I drive a normal box standard car, nothing fancy, whatever, and I wouldn't know how to repair them. I'm not skilled in that. I just love great designs. I think there's
Yes.
something magical again about
Again.
some of the models, the way that it's all come together. It's almost in my sort of liking divine design,
Yes.
and people put some effort into making this right.
Yes.
So
Right, I mean,
I'm not a I'm not a petrol head, so to speak. I
No.
just love the design.
Yeah. I know, the designs, they're gorgeous, and they don't make them like that anymore. Well,
No,
Bentleys are kind of cool, but, I
yeah,
mean, they're way no, forget it. But, oh my gosh, no, and you just posted something else that was cool. The landscape, somebody had a pool with a guitar in the middle.
yeah.
Like, I do love designs. Maybe a designer would be cool to be. We could grow
Yeah.
up to be a designer.
I just like it's a bit like when I do the photographies out in nature. I don't edit them. There's no
Mm-mm.
filters. There's no nothing. I do it on the spot.
Whoa.
So I find the dimensions where look, this is now the balance is right. So I
Oh.
wouldn't say that's designing, but it's very well thought out. And sometimes I look around with the stones. No, it doesn't work, and then I walk on.
Wow. That's kind of cool because it makes it like this is what we're seeing. This is not touched up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the iPhones sometimes make the pictures a bit darker, so it with the sunsets and stuff, it can actually
Yeah.
come out better than it is in real life. But I don't do anything with them at all. I
No,
just take
no.
them and that's it.
Lighten or darken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. Oh my gosh. Well, what do you wanna be when you grow up now? What do you wanna do? Let's talk about what do you wanna grow up to be now? We
Oh,
thought about it as a kid. Now let's think about it, you
it
know,
should. It's
what do you wanna
funny you should
do?
say that thing because I'm a teacher, so I were the
Oh.
ninth and tenth graders, and I joke with them sort of. I refuse to grow up.
Oh, I refuse to grow up.
And I got a saying that saying I'm a responsible adult. Sorry, responsible child. I
Responsible
think
child.
child
I
because
love
as an adult you gotta be obviously take responsibility both for
yeah,
yourself and
yeah,
whatever is around
yeah.
you. But there's an element of I was thinking about the other day. Don't and I haven't sort of spoken with the kids or the young people yet about it. But it's we got these morning sessions where we got 20 minutes and we can
Mhm.
talk to them whatever we want. And I was thinking about maybe getting into whatever you do. Don't ever forget your inner child. You're playing the
Mm-mm.
playfulness. Uh,
Mm.
because there's a lot of things out in reality that will pull you the other way,
Yes.
make you into
Yeah.
something. So this
Yes.
thing about remembering because that keeps your heart alive. I think.
It sure does, and I think you and I do that really well. We gotta keep that playfulness, and I think being a teacher well, I wanted to grow up to be a teacher, but I didn't go to school for it, but I did end up being a teacher, like, preschool
Okay.
no, I did end up that, but you're right, like, you just don't lose that, and the kids you have around you, you just don't, you know, lose that playfulness that they have.
Yeah, I got this also saying that it's good to be crazy, but you gotta know how and you gotta know when.
I think you need to write a book now about all your little things. I love it. I love it.
Because there are situations where you have to be serious.
Yeah, you do. No, I know, you do. You gotta be able to switch the brain. You
Yeah.
can't. Oh my gosh, well, that was our little sound to say, "Time is already up." Huh.
Oh my God.
Yes, so how can people get a hold of you, your music?
Okay. Yeah. I've got an album out on all the most streaming platforms,
Mhm.
and it's my name, CLA. I think it's at the bottom
Yeah,
here.
it's at the bottom. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, and ud af skyggen, that's Danish. That means out of the shadow.
Mhm.
Basically, because I've been writing all these songs, and people say you gotta record it, you gotta record it.
Mhm.
And the way the industry is, they don't want to deal with somebody my age and whatever. So I, what's it called, financed it myself and got it out actually on one of the major
Wow.
state radio stations on rotation there, which is cool.
That
And
is
then I have this chakra healing. It's on Regli
mhm.
healing. I separate the two because they're very different.
Yeah.
The
Mhm, they
Claus
are.
Regli is music. The healing side is ringing sounds, but it's made on an acoustic guitar. The sound it's generating is
Yeah.
made on an acoustic guitar,
Yes,
but it
and
sounds nothing like it.
yeah. Oh my gosh. No, that it is great. I've listened to both. You've sent me the chakra healing to listen to, and to not listen with headphones is what you
That's
said.
it. Yeah, I did some kinesiology muscle testing myself on it. You can
Mhm.
sort of test, and it loses 20%, and I think it's got to do with resonance.
Mhm.
You have to get the air moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not only an ear thing; it's actually getting the
The res
sound waves.
Yes, it's a beautiful I loved it. I loved it. I use it. I use your healing, chakra healing.
Ooh.
I know. It's great, but we do wanna hear you play if you don't mind. Would that
Okay,
be
what
okay? Well, I don't know, whatever you wanna
is it?
sing.
Is that the whole song, or I don't know what the time, or just
Eh,
a little?
a little ditty.
Yeah. Okay.
Not about Jack and Diane, though.
No, not that one.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, it's
that
called
sounds good.
what's it called? To feel the fire as it burns, and
Okay.
it's about when you first enter spirituality. Spirituality. There's no way back from there.
Yeah.
You can't close the door and say no, this didn't happen. This is not.
Yeah. You can't go
So
back.
I'll take the first verse and the chorus after that. Does it scare you to be so close? Does it haunt you to see all your ghosts? All the secrets entered your head from all the pages of the books that you read. This is the point of no return. These are the lessons we must learn to gain the wisdom from the earth. Feel the fire as it burns.
Oh, man. Klaus, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Woo.
Ooh,
Woo. That was really, really beautiful. My goodness. You do sing from your heart.
I hope that's
You
my
do.
ambition.
You do. You do.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being my guest today. And I
Yeah.
usually leave with a question to my audience. You can answer it
Cool.
if you want.
Yep.
Um, the question is the greatest one line in a song ever. I picked this especially because I knew you were a
Yeah.
musician. Greatest one line in a song ever. Not the verse, not the chorus, not the bridge. One line.
Yeah, I had.
Do you have one?
Yeah, there might be two, but I think I'll go with the one from the countryside.
Yeah, countries.
I love it. I just checked in to see what condition my condition was in.
I just checked it. Well, that sounds like a country song. I
Yeah.
love their little ditties. Um, when I read this line, I'm like the first thing, and I've been listening to 70s music lately. So the first one that came to my mind was, "Can the child within my heart rise above?" Do you know
Cool.
what that
Yeah.
one's from?
Nah, but
That's from Landslide from Fleetwood Mac.
I know the song, but I didn't pick up the
Oh,
line. Yeah, no, Rumors,
yeah.
great album.
Yes, right? That
One of
is
my
a
first 10 albums. I
Me
still got
too.
it.
You still have it.
Yeah,
Damn.
I got all my vinyl.
No,
Six,
you
seven hundred
don't.
thousand.
No, you don't. 600?
Seven. I don't know. I'll still keep buying them, mostly secondhand these days. I love it.
Oh,
It's
what a
something
collection.
magical. Again, magical. Putting on
Again.
this, and you
And put that little needle on.
and like
Yeah, we're keeping old school alive, aren't we, Klaus?
Yeah.
Old school, old school. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you again, and hey, stay magical, everyone. Bye.
Bye.